My child, stop for a moment and listen to me. Do not rush past this. Do not scroll away thinking this is just another voice, just another message. This is not random, and it is not accidental that you are here right now. I am speaking to you because you are standing at the edge of something greater than what you have known. What you are feeling inside, this restlessness, this pull for more, is not confusion. It is calling. This is going to take you to the next level, and I need you to hear me clearly before you move any further. You have been sensing that something is shifting, even if you cannot fully explain it. The old ways no longer satisfy you. What once felt comfortable now feels too small. That is not weakness. That is growth. I am stretching your capacity, expanding your vision, and preparing your heart for what is ahead. But preparation requires attention. That is why I am asking you right now to stay with me, to lean in, and to receive what I am about to pour into you. If this message is reaching your heart, let it be a sign of agreement. Like this video as a quiet yes between you and me. Comment to declare that you are ready to rise. Share this with 3 people who need to hear that they are not stuck. They are being lifted. Hype this video and subscribe, not for popularity, but because you are choosing to stay connected to the work I am doing in your life. These small acts are seeds of faith, and I honor them. My child, the next level does not arrive with noise. It comes with awareness. It comes when you finally realize that I have been training you through pressure, shaping you through patience, and strengthening you through moments where you thought nothing was happening. You thought you were waiting, but I was working. You thought you were delayed, but I was developing depth inside you that the next level requires. Do not dismiss this moment. I know how close you are to doubting yourself. I know how easy it would be to believe that you missed your chance or that others have moved ahead of you. But hear me now, nothing about your journey has been wasted. Every closed door refined your discernment. Every silent season sharpened your hearing. Every tear watered the ground you are about to step onto. I am calling you higher, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to grow. Willing to change. Willing to trust me even when the path ahead looks unfamiliar. This message is not meant to entertain you. It is meant to awaken you. Something in you already knows that where you are cannot be where you stay. Stay with me. Let me speak to you. What comes next is not by chance. It is by design. And it is going to take you to the next level. My child, I see you. Not just the version of you that others applaud, but the one who carries questions in silence. I see the strength you showed during the day and the weariness you hide at night. I see the prayers you whisper when no one is listening and the tears you wipe away before anyone notices. You have wondered if any of it mattered, if anyone truly understood the weight you have been carrying. Hear me now. I have not missed a single moment. I know the season you are in. I know how long it has lasted, and I know how often you have told yourself to just keep going, even when your heart felt tired. You have been faithful in ways no one clapped for. You stayed when it would have been easier to leave. You obeyed when it cost you comfort. You kept believing even when the evidence was thin. That is not invisible to me. That is precious. You have questioned whether you are doing enough, whether you are enough. You have looked around and wondered why others seem to move faster while you feel planted in place. But my child, what you called being stuck was actually being rooted. I was anchoring you so that when elevation comes, you will not collapse under it. I do not rush what I intend to sustain. I know the private battles you fight with your thoughts. The moments when doubt speaks louder than hope. The times when you replay old mistakes and wonder if they disqualified you from what I promised. But I am not measuring you by your past. I am watching your heart. And your heart has remained soft toward me, even when life tried to harden it. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are right where I can reach you, shape you, and prepare you. The waiting you dislike has been building endurance. The resistance you feel had been strengthening your faith. The silence you questioned has been teaching you how to listen beyond noise. I recognize your obedience, especially when it was inconvenient. I recognize your restraint when you could have reacted. I recognize your patience when nothing seemed to change. These are not small things. These are the markings of someone I trust with more. Elevation is not given to those who rush ahead, but to those who learn to walk with me even when the pace feels slow. Let me speak this clearly into your spirit. You are chosen for growth, not because you are flawless, but because you are teachable. You are willing to be corrected, willing to be shaped, willing to let me lead even when you do not have the full picture. That willingness has set you apart more than you realize. You have been feeling the pressure because you are being prepared for increase. You have been stretched because I am expanding you. I would not allow you to feel this deeply if I did not intend to lift you higher. Rest in this truth, my child. I see you fully. I know you intimately, and I am guiding you intentionally into what comes next. My child, let me reveal something to you that will shift how you see this season. The next level you desire is not a place you arrive at by rushing, striving, or comparing yourself to others. It is a place you step into through alignment with me. You have been taught to believe that progress must always feel exciting, visible, and fast. But I work deeper than appearances. I elevate from the inside out. What feels uncomfortable right now is not a sign that something is wrong. It is evidence that something is growing. Stretching is never painless, but it is always purposeful. When I expand your capacity, it often feels like pressure before it feels like freedom. You thought the tension meant you were failing, but it actually means you are shedding limits that can no longer contain who you are becoming. You are not being punished by delay. You are being protected by process. I am aligning your character with your calling, your faith with your future, and your heart with the weight of what you are about to carry. If I lived in you too quickly, it would crush you. So I shape you patiently, lovingly, intentionally. This is not a setback. This is refinement. Hear this truth clearly. The next level does not demand perfection. It requires surrender. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to trust my order even when you cannot see my outcome. Alignment feels slower than ambition, but it produces peace instead of exhaustion. When you walk with me, you do not burn out trying to prove yourself. You rise because I am lifting you. Now listen closely, my child, because what I am about to say flows from this truth. As I align you, I also call you to be a light for others who are still searching in the dark. This word you are receiving is not meant to stop with you. It is seed meant to multiply. When you support this mission through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description and QR code on this video, you are sowing into souls I am reaching through this message. I am the one who said that when seed is placed into good ground, it never returns empty. I see your giving as oil poured on a flame, as manna released to those who are hungry for hope. My child, this is my invitation to you. Partner with me now. Do not hesitate, because obedience in this moment opens rivers beyond what you can see. I bless your giving as a prophetic act, and I command you, so where my voice is feeding my people. Returning to this truth, understand that alignment will require you to let go of certain expectations. You may have to release timelines you created and trust the ones I designed. You may have to stop measuring your growth by applause and start recognizing it by peace. What I am building in you now will sustain you later. The next level is not louder, it is deeper. It is not faster, it is steadier. And as you align with me, you will realize that everything you thought was holding you back was actually positioning you to rise with strength, clarity, and purpose. This is the truth you needed, and I am walking you into it step by step. My child, because I love you, I must speak to you honestly. Elevation requires release, and there are things you have been holding that cannot go with you where I am taking you. This is not punishment. This is protection. I do not correct you to shame you, but to free you. If I allowed you to carry everything forward, the weight would slow you down, and the next level would feel heavier than it was meant to be. You have grown familiar with certain patterns, ways of thinking, reacting, and deciding that once served you but now limit you. Comfort has felt safe, but comfort has also kept you circling instead of climbing. I'm asking you to let go of mindsets that say this is just how I am or this is as far as I can go. Those thoughts were formed in an old season, and they cannot define a new one. There are relationships, habits, and distractions that I have been gently highlighting to you. You felt the check in your spirit, but you delayed obedience because release felt uncomfortable. My child, delayed obedience still delays growth. I am not angry with you, but I am calling you higher. You cannot step into new authority while clinging to old compromises. I need you to hear this with clarity and peace. Letting go does not mean loss. It means alignment. What you release creates space for what I am about to give. When I ask you to walk away from something, it is because I see what is ahead, not because I want to deprive you. I remove what drains you so you can carry what sustains you. You have also been trying to control outcomes instead of trusting my leading. You plan every step, replay every scenario, and worry about making the wrong move. That constant striving is exhausting you. I am correcting this not to limit your effort, but to redirect your trust. I do not need you to figure everything out. I need you to follow. There are moments when silence made you anxious, so you filled it with noise. There are moments when waiting felt unbearable, so you rushed decisions. I am asking you now to slow your pace and sharpen your listening. Growth is not proven by speed, but by obedience. The next level will demand discernment, and discernment is formed in stillness. Do not resist this correction. It is evidence that I am invested in you. I only prune what I intend to make fruitful. I only refine what I intend to use. If I were finished with you, I would leave you comfortable. But I am not finished. That is why I am adjusting your direction. Let me guide what you release and what you retain. Trust me with the timing. Trust me with the process. You are not being reduced. You are being refined. And when you let go of what no longer belongs, you will feel lighter, clearer, and ready for the elevation I am preparing you for. Receive this correction as love. Walk in it with humility. Your willingness to release today will determine how freely you rise tomorrow. My child, I know how tired you feel, even when you try not to show it. I know the weight you have been carrying and the quiet questions that rise when you finally slow down. But hear me now. I have not brought you this far to leave you weak. I am strengthening you in ways you cannot yet measure. What feels like exhaustion is often the sign that you are growing beyond old limits. You are not walking this path alone. Even when you felt unseen, I was beside you. Even when you felt unsure, I was steady. There were moments you thought you were barely holding on, but it was my hand holding you. The strength you have now did not come from yourself alone. It was formed in partnership with me. Through every step you chose faith over fear, I know you expected growth to feel lighter by now. You thought by this stage things would be easier, clearer, more settled. But strength is not built in ease. It is built in resistance. And every challenge you faced without quitting added depth to you. Every time you chose to keep going, something inside you was fortified. You are stronger than you realize because you kept showing up when it would have been easier to withdraw. Do not confuse weariness with weakness. Weariness simply means you have been carrying responsibility with sincerity. Come to me with it. I do not ask you to be strong on your own. I ask you to lean on me. When you rest in me, I restore what life has drained. When you trust me, I renew what stress has worn down. I am teaching you endurance, not just excitement. Endurance is what sustains you at the next level. You will not rise only because you are gifted, but because you are grounded. The strength I am giving you now will allow you to stand steady when others shake. You are being prepared to carry more without breaking. Lift your eyes, my child. You are not behind. You are being built with intention. The pace you are moving at is forming maturity, wisdom, and resilience. I am not asking you to run faster. I'm asking you to remain faithful. Faithfulness is strength expressed over time. Let me remind you of who you are becoming. You are becoming someone who does not panic under pressure. You are becoming someone who listens before reacting. You are becoming someone who trusts me even when answers are delayed. That kind of strength cannot be rushed, but it can be relied on. I am restoring your confidence, not in yourself alone, but in our walk together. You do not have to prove anything to anyone. You only need to stay connected to me. As long as you remain with me, you will have what you need for each step ahead. Take heart. Breathe. You are not failing. You are forming. And the strength rising in you now will carry you safely into the next level I have prepared for you. My child, let me speak assurance into your spirit, because uncertainty has tried to cloud your confidence. What I am bringing you into is not fragile. It will not collapse under pressure, and it will not fade with time. I am not elevating you into something temporary. I am leading you into what is sustainable, purposeful, and ordered by my hand. I promise you this, I am going before you. Every step you take is being guided, even when it feels unclear. I see the turns before you reach them. I know the doors that will open and the ones that must remain closed for your protection. You do not have to fear missing out or choosing wrong when you walk with me. I direct the steps of those who trust me, and you have chosen trust again and again. The waiting you are experiencing is not empty. It is filled with intention. I am aligning timing, people, and circumstances so that when the moment arrives, you will be ready to stand in it with peace. I know you want answers now, but clarity unfolds as you walk, not before. Obedience unlocks understanding. Stay close to me, and you will not be confused. I promise that what I am preparing will match the weight of your prayers. I have heard every request you brought to me in faith. None of them were dismissed. Some were delayed so they could be delivered in fullness. I am not interested in giving you something that looks good but lacks substance. I give in a way that endures. You will not step into the next level alone. I am surrounding you with wisdom, covering you with favor, and strengthening you with grace. When challenges rise, you will not be overwhelmed. When responsibility increases, you will not feel crushed. I will supply what you need for each new demand. My provision always meets my calling. Trust my timing, my child. Timing is not about waiting endlessly. It is about arriving prepared. If I ask you to be patient, it is because patience is completing something in you. Rushing would only force you to return and relearn what patience is teaching now. I do not repeat lessons unnecessarily. Learn with me here, and you will move forward without regret. I assure you that obedience will never put you at a disadvantage. What you surrender to me, I redeem. What you release, I restore in greater measure. You may not always understand the path, but you can trust the one who leads you. I am faithful to complete what I begin. Rest in this promise. You are secure in my hands. The next level is not a risk when I am the one lifting you. Walk with confidence. Remain obedient. Stay patient. Everything you need will be revealed at the right time. I am with you. I am for you. And I am guiding you steadily into what I have promised. My child, now that you have heard my voice, this is your moment to respond. Revelation requires movement. What I have spoken is not meant to remain as comfort alone, but to become action rooted in trust. Faith is not passive. It breathes when you choose to step forward even without full clarity. This is where alignment becomes obedience. I am asking you to shift from waiting for feelings to lead you and allow trust to guide you instead. You do not need a sign beyond my word. You do not need perfect confidence before you move. You only need willingness. Say yes to me in the small decisions, the quiet moments, the unseen places. That is where real transformation begins. This is the moment to release what I have already shown you no longer belongs. Do not negotiate with what I have asked you to lay down. Let it go fully. When you hold on, you delay peace. When you surrender, you create room for growth. Trust that I know what I am doing, even when obedience stretches you. I am also calling you to step into discipline with grace. Discipline is not punishment. It is alignment repeated daily. Choose consistency over intensity. Choose prayer over panic. Choose listening over reacting. These choices may seem small, but they shape the strength you will need at the next level. You are not preparing for survival. You are preparing for stewardship. Pray with honesty now. You do not need perfect words. Speak to me as you are. Bring me your fears without filtering them. Offer me your hopes without shrinking them. When you invite me into your inner world, I bring order to what feels overwhelming. Let prayer become your first response, not your last resort. I am asking you to trust me with timing. Stop checking the clock of comparison. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's pace. What I am building in you is custom, intentional, and precise. If you rush it, you weaken it. If you trust me, you strengthen it. Stay present. Stay faithful. Stay obedient. This is also a moment to choose courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is obedience in its presence. Take the step I have placed before you, even if your voice shakes. I will meet you in motion. I do not require you to see the entire staircase, only the next step. That is how faith grows legs. Declare in your heart that you are ready. Ready to grow. Ready to change. Ready to trust me beyond comfort. This declaration is not for me. I already know your heart. It is for you, so you can align your actions with what you believe. The next level is not waiting for you to feel ready. It is responding to your willingness now. Activate your faith. Move with intention. Walk with me. What you do after hearing this will shape what you experience next. I am here. I am guiding you. Take the step. My child, breathe now and rest in what I have spoken. Let these words settle gently into your spirit. This moment was not meant to rush you, but to reassure you. You are not lost. You are not late. You are not walking blindly. You are being led, carefully and lovingly, into the next level I have prepared for you. Everything you have felt, questioned, and endured has been shaping you for this transition. Remember this truth. The next level is not just about what you receive, but about who you are becoming. You are becoming steadier, wiser, more discerning. You are learning to move with me instead of ahead of me. That alignment is your greatest strength. As long as you remain connected to me, you will not lack direction, peace, or purpose. Let peace guard your heart now. Release the pressure to figure everything out. Tomorrow does not require your anxiety. It requires your trust. I will meet you there. When doubts try to return, remember my voice. When fear tries to speak, remember my promises. I am faithful, and I do not abandon what I begin. Before you go, listen closely, because this is part of how this message continues to move. The word I have spoken through this video is reaching hearts that are tired, searching, and quietly desperate for hope. When you choose to support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or the PayPal donation link in the description and QR code on this video, you are helping my light reach them. This is not about money. It is about multiplication. I am the one who says that those who sow into good ground will reap a harvest they did not plant alone. This is my invitation to you. Act now. Partner with me. I bless what you give, and I release increase, clarity, and peace over your life as you obey. And now, my child, carry this message with you. Walk forward calmly. Do not rush the process. Do not fear the unknown. I am already there. What is ahead of you is not confusion, but clarity. Not loss, but growth. Not exhaustion, but renewal. The next level will meet you with grace because I am the one who is taking you there. If this word spoke to your heart, seal it with action. Like this video as a sign of agreement. Comment to declare that you are stepping into your next level. Share this with 3 people who need to hear that they are not stuck. They are being prepared. Like this video so the message reaches those I am calling. Subscribe so you stay connected to what I am doing through this channel. Go now in peace. Keep your heart soft. Keep your steps steady. I am with you, I am for you, and I will continue to guide you, step by step, into everything I have promised.